I love Rockport. I always have just this nice little quaint town. And I think the saying goes, like Boondocking with Dennis says, this is a drinking town with a fishing problem. I'm assuming that was for oil changes. To say that Mrs. Switchback doesn't like boats would be an understatement. We're heading over to Port Aransas, and she forgot that there is a little 5-minute ferry ride from the mainland to the island. How was the ferry?
I survived.
Yes, you survived. I love this park. This is a special place for me. This is also the campsite that we always stayed in when I was growing up. That's right, we came back. Back at Goose Island. But yeah, these are the kind of mosquitoes that are ruthless, evil. Okay, so this is a first for the Switchback Texan channel. I am not doing beef or chicken or anything like that. I would like to thank HEB for sponsoring. They don't sponsor us. Welcome back to Goose Island State Park, one of my favorite places. We've already done a video about this park, so we're just gonna kind of kick back this weekend, go into Port Aransas, Rockport, and just rest, relaxation. That's what this is all about. So stick around. San Antonio is the 7th largest city in the United States. I was born and raised here. The thought process of any true San Antonian has always been that this is a big city with a small town feel. I'm not so sure about that anymore. San Antonio has gone through some changes and growth throughout the years. I guess the point I'm trying to make right now is that it takes a minute to get out of it. It's that time of year again. Time for another 12-day, 3-park getaway. In other words, Mrs. Switchback has to put up with me for 12 days in a little box with wheels on it. We're heading back to the coast, and we're taking the back way there, meaning we're nixing our usual route of 37 south and taking 181 instead, which is a more smooth, straight shot into Rockport. Now, this is mostly to our advantage, with the exception of a few temptations along the way. I wasn't in a hurry to get this trip started, but I was certainly anxious with anticipation about it. There's also a different kind of traffic that we have to deal with in these here parts. We have Goose Island State Park coming up first. We've done a video about this park before, so this time around we plan on just enjoying the park and surrounding areas of Rockport and Port Aransas. Along with Corpus Christi, these are the places I've been frequenting my whole life. This is my second home. After a few days of this, we'll make our way up the Texas coast to the Houston area and the mighty Brazos Bend State Park. I'm psyched about that one. But first things first, we're just going back to the coast. And I can't imagine a better start to this trip than a recognition at park headquarters the moment I walked across the parking lot. It was a pleasure meeting you, Benjamin and Deanna, but more than that, it was a privilege. Welcome back to Goose Island State Park. Nestled at the southern tip of the Lamar Peninsula just north of Rockport, Texas, this has been a staple of the coastal bend for almost 100 years. With over 200,000 visitors annually, this is a popular place. As far as state parks go, is it the biggest? No, far from it at 321 acres. Does it have its criticisms? Yes, the mosquitoes, plain and simple. But for me, when it comes to pure nostalgia and memories and that warm feeling you get inside when you think about certain happy times of your youth, this is the place that does it for me. My father and I fishing together, the bike rides I took through every square foot of this place, terrorizing my little sister every chance I got. And of course, there's my mother. This was her favorite place. She died 2 years ago at a very young 73 years of age. It was her passing that made Mrs. Switchback and I get off our behinds and get a travel trailer instead of just talking about it. I can't help but think that she would have loved that, and these videos. When I'm here at this park, I also can't help but think that she's here with us, her presence. So I guess that means I better behave myself, right? Nope. If I behaved myself, my mother would think something was wrong with me. It was time for us to set up and get down to business, as only we do. Some things never change. Welcome to my favorite Dairy Queen of all, Rockport. All right, we got salsa, pickles, ranch, more pickles, honey mustard, chipotle ranch. Did I mention I kind of like pickles? In the greater San Antonio area, there are about 25 or 26 Dairy Queens. I can't remember the last time we were at any of them. My goodness. I'm moving a lot slower now than I was earlier, but it was worth it. I know, I'm nuts. Now this is my kind of HEB. What a beautiful morning. We are in campsite 145. What's happening, Nomer Pile? We actually got here Thursday afternoon. It's Saturday morning now, but yesterday we decided to get up early, hit Port Aransas, and check out Port A and do a little bit of fishing. Check that out. I started off a crowded jetty in high gust winds, so the heavy 3-ounce spoon I was throwing out had an effect not unlike that of a boomerang. I'd done good out here before with the same setup and the same hat, but it wasn't happening today. The jetties are out. Let's find a pier and some live bait. Port Aransas is arguably one of the top coastal towns for fishing in the state, and I don't think there's live bait available anywhere on the island. They told me that I should go drive back to Rockport to get some live bait. So So I got some frozen shrimp. That's better than nothing. I did want to get some fishing out of the way over here in Port Aransas. So we're gonna head over here to the park. It's worth noting, ever since we got a trailer and started a YouTube channel, I haven't really caught anything. Now, once again, we have one of those campsites that's really hard to beat. If you want to talk about seclusion, I mean, this one is totally secluded. Just beyond that, this brush right here, right next to us is another campsite, and you wouldn't even know it. Howdy, Hooter. So yeah, we're surrounded by live oaks, and it's a very well shaded site. We have a very big concrete pad with a wooden picnic table. I got the lights strung up in the back over here. Got a fire pit with a charcoal grill. Over the air reception is not that great here. We pick up maybe 11 or 12 channels depending on the time of day. At night we tend to have better reception. This is a water and electric only site. We do not have full hookups here. Water pressure is good. 20 and 30 amp power. And this is a very spacious site, despite the fact that it looks like it's not from the street. Got my rod and reels, of course. It's really simple. Just watch what I do and do the opposite. And yes, I did it. I got an e-bike. And considering the fact that I haven't even been on a regular bike in about 13 or 14 years, this should be entertaining. I haven't even ridden on it yet. And don't even ask how I got it up and down 3 flights of stairs. This is also, and I have to mention this is also the campsite that we always stayed in when I was growing up. For 2 reasons. One, because of the seclusion, like I said, and 2, because of the bathhouse being right around the corner. My father and I would always go to the bathhouse to shower. My sister and my mother would always shower in the camper. I guess some things never change. The last time we were here, which was May of 2024, it was our second trip out with Janie Marie, our travel trailer. And the previous 2 weeks before our arrival, South Texas was just, it was just constant rainfall for 2 weeks, even in San Antonio. And by the time we got here, it was so wet, the mosquitoes were out full force, and they were relentless. It took everything we could possibly muster up to keep them even somewhat at bay. We had a campfire going pretty much the whole time we were here. We had citronella candles. We doused ourselves with every kind of flavor of off you could possibly find. And I emptied like 2 or 3 foggers within the perimeter of our campsite. We were down at 152 then, which is also a wonderful sight. And this time around, they're not quite as bad. They attacked me last time. The few that we've seen now have attacked Mrs. Switchback. But yeah, these are the kind of mosquitoes that are ruthless, evil. They will bite you through your clothes. And they haven't been as bad this time around, but You come to Goose Island, you expect mosquitoes. Right around the corner from our campsite is the bathhouse. This bathhouse has been here forever. It was renovated. And you got two very large, spacious, and private shower stalls in the men's room. I've showered here for the last 2 days. Decent water pressure, great temperature. These bathhouses are not bad at all. They're nice. Mrs. Switchback showered here once. She's sticking with the trailer. She's the smart one in this family. We've got a bird viewing area right here next to the bathhouse. I don't see any birds, and I haven't seen one over here since I've gotten here. This whole area of the coast is a birder's paradise. There are 900 species of birds in North America. 600 are in Texas. 450 are along the Texas coast. What about the... I guess they like her better. I don't blame them.
Like most people.
Yeah, like most people. They like Mrs. Switchback better. I generally have very few complaints about the state parks we've been to. It's not my style, really. But there's one thing about this particular stay here that irked me a little. The noise level. There are quiet hours at all of the parks from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Now, I realize this may not be a popular opinion, but I stay outside late at night doing my time-lapse thing with the cameras. And even at midnight and 1 in the morning, it sounded like there was a prepubescent Lollapalooza going on in the group camping area. And it actually didn't affect us that much, as I only heard this from a distance. But if we were camping near them, it would have been a problem. But I digress. The biggest complaint came from someone else. Someone who feels completely and totally deceived. For a place called Goose Island, where are all the geese? Seen here with shattered dreams of goose gluttony, Cooper, the duped tiger, is now on a tear. After months of dreaming about an island sanctuary of geese he'd been planning on invading, conquering, and ultimately assimilating. Now he's mad. No more Mr. Nice Cat. It's rampage time. Every living soul in the Lamar region is at risk of no longer existing. When it comes to Cooper and waterfowl, it's a fine line between hunger and frenzy. To get in the way of that is, well, pretty much a death wish. Hey, Texas Parks and Wildlife? The wildlife sector is about to decrease by about 95%. All because of Goose Island State Park. Or as Coop calls it, false advertising. All-you-can-eat buffets are important to him, and this was supposed to be the motherlode. But all isn't lost. He's still got the open Gulf to stake some claim. I'm sure he'll round up more fish than I ever could. Only time will tell. Port Aransas is about 30 miles south of Goose Island State Park. Before we got our travel trailer, Mrs. Switchback and I would come down to the coast 3 or 4 times a year. We would normally stay at White Cap Beach in far south Corpus Christi. This gave us a pretty clear shot of both Corpus Christi and Port Aransas. Now, however, we were hitting Port Aransas from the north via Rockport and Aransas Pass, meaning we have to cross the channel by ferry. This makes Mrs. Switchback giddy with joy. We are here in line for the ferry. It looks like we're going to catch the next one, But Mrs. Switchback, she loves ferries. She loves boats. I'm kidding, she doesn't. Front row seat. We're back on solid ground. How you doing there? How was the ferry?
I survived.
Yes, you survived. You did great. Welcome to Port Aransas. With a population of around 3,000, this is the only incorporated town on the barrier island known as Mustang Island, an 18-mile stretch of beach which gets its name from the grazing herds of horses introduced by Spanish settlers back in the 18th century. Port Aransas is also the gateway to the port of Corpus Christi by way of a deep water ship channel, trafficking vessels all the way into Corpus Christi proper for import and export. Sport fishing is king here though, and it's always been a popular destination for it. So much so that before its name was changed to Port Aransas in 1911, it was known as Tarpon, Texas, attracting anglers from everywhere, including presidents. And they stayed here at the Tarpon Inn, a National Historic Landmark. So yes, a lot of successful anglers pass through here. I am not one. But the main draw here is this: the sandy, drivable Gulf Coast beach, the most popular in the coastal bend. Port Aransas gets well over 1 million visitors a year, and this is mostly why. I could do a 5-hour video on Port Aransas and everything that can be seen and done here. This is a spectacular place. That's the thing about Port Aransas. You're never at a lack of souvenir shops. They are on every corner, literally. Since I'm on location here at the Gulf, I'd like to clear something up, so to speak. There's a stigma that surrounds the Texas coast and the quote, brown water. There's a reason for what I would call this misunderstanding. It's not polluted. Let me elaborate. Just east of Texas is our next door neighbor, the great state of Louisiana. Through it runs the absolute powerhouse that is the Mississippi River, which gets to a depth of 200 feet at Algiers Point, near New Orleans. It's near there where we meet the mouth of the Mississippi. Now bear with me. Every year, 530 billion metric tons of water is discharged into the Gulf by way of the Mississippi. That water carries sediment, meaning dirt, sand, rock, silt, etc. 200 million tons of it a year. It's got to go somewhere, right? Enter loop currents, deep water superhighways of circulation that disperse this sediment. And where does it disperse to? The Texas coast, flowing south from New Orleans to Brownsville. The water actually gets clearer the further south you go. So to put it into perspective, If you were to just turn off the loop currents like a faucet and allow the sediment to just build up, in about 800 years, you'd have a landmass roughly the size of Mount Everest, right at the mouth of the Mississippi. Oh, and we'd probably all be underwater too. So the water itself isn't really brown. That looks fairly clear to me right now. A blizzard. That's all it takes to convince Mrs. Switchback to get back on the ferry. I just got a mosquito bite on my eyelid. Fun times at Goose Island. But hey, that's, you have to expect it when you come here. You gotta expect the mosquitoes. I don't care what time of year you come. They're gonna be out and about. They're here. They always will be. They were here before us. Got the boat ramp here to the left. A lot of people use this boat ramp, fish cleaning station. All of your, I think 47 bayside campsites are here. Standard water, electric, 20, 30 amp, I believe. I've always enjoyed the wooded sites. I can see the appeal over here just because, goodness, I mean, they got fishing rods all over the place. In 2017, Hurricane Harvey just shook this whole area to its core. Everything was redone over here, including the pier, which we're about to see. (1,620 feet). That's how long this pier is here at Goose Island, making it not only one of the longest piers within the state park system, but in the state of Texas itself. One thing about this pier is you can walk down into the water. It's very popular for wade fishers out here. The ingenuity of the CCC never ceases to amaze me. Civilian Conservation Corps Company 1801 constructed this pavilion between 1934 and 1935, made up of oyster shells and concrete. Their use of natural resources just shines right here. And they call it Shellcrete. Day use area right over here along the bay with a standing grill at each structure here. Now, if you can see way off in the distance over there, that's the actual island of Goose Island State Park. The pier sits on the tip of it. So this park, I mentioned, we used to come here very frequently when I was growing up, very frequently. And I was very excited every time we would come here. Since I was a little boy, I think what makes it more special this time around is that we are staying in the campsite that we stayed in when I was growing up. But this is and will always be one of my favorite state parks. And, you know, again, this is one of these parks that is small, but they really put everything together nicely. The island of geese, as Cooper was led to believe. Oh, how sweet. Somebody left a bar of soap, soap on a rope here at the dump station. And of course, the water here, not for drinking or cooking use. Okay, I won't be drinking or cooking with the water that's located and available right here at the Kaka station. Okay, so this is a first for the Switchback Texan channel. I am not doing beef or chicken or anything like that. After all morning fishing, it's time to grill some fish. Of course, I had to run by the store and get a couple of ingredients. One ingredient in particular. Rockport and Fulton pretty much go hand in hand, and because of its adjacency, one seems to dissolve into the other. This entire area has a charm that's hard to find just anywhere. People come here to vacation, relax, and more often than not, live. I totally get it. We're in Fulton, Texas, and this is a staple of Fulton, Texas right here. Fulton is named after George W. Fulton, a Philadelphian that came here in the 1880s. And now we are coming up on the Fulton Mansion. Hey, I wonder if it's for sale.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Take out the checkbook.
Yeah, get the checkbook and write him a check. This mansion did take some significant damage from Hurricane Harvey. I keep talking about Hurricane Harvey a lot from 2017, but it cannot be stressed enough the impact it had in this entire area here, the Rockport, Fulton area, all the way down to Port Aransas. This used to be operated by the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. It was actually a state historical site, and I think the Historical Commission took over. Not really sure, I gotta look on that, but this is really a testament to quality and durability. This is gorgeous. Can you imagine, like, this is your front yard? Fulton has a population of about 1,500, and it feels very relaxed here, quite different than Port Aransas. I can see why this is a popular retirement spot. If you really want a deep dive into the Rockport-Fulton area, as well as the entire coastal bend and beyond, go check out Boondocking with Dennis. His YouTube channel is a virtual tour guide, and quite literally an encyclopedia on the area. Oh, and his dad jokes, they're fantastically silly. I watch him almost every morning right before work. Rock on, Dennis. Rockport, on the other hand, is the bigger of the two, with a population of around 10,000, and a Dairy Queen. Boating, fishing, numerous festivals and expositions, this charming little town has a little bit of everything. I'm not even scratching the surface of the history and the magnetism of this whole area. That'll have to come at a later time. We had other business to tend to. And no, I'm not talking about Dairy Queen this time. Alright, so Mrs. Switchback is all hydrocortisoned up, and we are now going to do what Mrs. Switchback does best. Shop. Cooper laughs at this stuff. There's only so many coastal trinkets that you can buy. We're trying to cut down on sugar. We've been trying to do that for a while. So where are we going to end up? The candy shop. This is definitely not in the mold of macho Switchback. And of course, in true Mrs. Switchback fashion, we came across a farmer's market.
Let's go.
I think she knew about this. She found the bread. Wouldn't it be cool if they took us across the causeway?
Yummy.
Iced latte, hot Americano. And again, it's probably about 94 degrees outside, and I'm drinking a hot coffee. Switchback Texan, the dork. I am here at Goose Island with Troy from Adventure America. Troy, why don't you tell us about your channel a little bit?
How you doing, everybody? I mostly do fishing, live streams. I do a lot of shorts, mostly events around Corpus Christi, Texas. I do some travel and also do some of the state parks.
Troy has a travel trailer. I get on his live streams as often as I can. and they're very enjoyable. There's a little group of us that we all feel like we kind of know each other, and it's just very, very good group of people. So go check out Adventure America. This is Troy, and he came down here to say hi to Switchback Texan. So we got to meet finally face to face.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too. All right, we are done here at Goose Island State Park. This was kind of a busy trip, you know. It was just kind of a stopover. We're heading to our destination now, which is Brazos Bend State Park. I'm really excited about that one. I hear nothing but good things about Brazos Bend. But this was a very nice, pleasant stay here at Goose Island State Park. The weather couldn't have been more perfect. Was it humid? Was it hot? Yes, but we're on the coast. This is the way it is over here. And unfortunately, I didn't get to get on my e-bike and test it out, but we're going to have plenty of time for that at Brazos Bend. So that should make for some interesting content. And we do have the list of nearby urgent care clinics. But if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to be notified when I post again, hit that notification bell. And once again, I appreciate all you watching. We're headed over to Brazos Bend to relax. Until next time, Switchback Texan is out.